Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please enjoy watching this video. Here we go. Kevin Durant's time with the Golden State Warriors was relatively brief, lasting all of 3 seasons, but those years could well be considered some of the most impactful for the organization. Led under the guidance of head coach Steve Kerr, the Warriors established themselves as perhaps one of the greatest dynasties the NBA has ever seen, boasting a star-studded core that also included Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Casting his mind back to that era, though, NBA insider Mark Medina makes the argument that while KD's partnership with all-time leading three-point scorer Curry saw them as by far the most talented duo, Steph's partnership with Green was the most important for the team's overall success, due to his playmaking abilities and defensive work. If you can't beat them, join them. Having just broken the NBA record for most wins in a season, previously held by Michael Jordan's 1995-96 Chicago Bulls, with a stellar 73-9 campaign in 2015-16, the Golden State Warriors somehow further bolstered their roster that offseason by adding another All-Star into the fold. After a disappointing Game 7 defeat in the Western Conference Finals by the Warriors while as a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Durant announced on the first day of 2016 free agency that he would be moving to the Bay Area on a 2-year, $54.3 million contract. Sparking huge controversy, the 6'11" forward's move was dubbed weak, among many other names, by the media, as the Warriors had only won a championship 2 seasons prior, while not taking their chance to win back-to-back titles in 2016 after a Cleveland Cavaliers team led by LeBron James and Kyrie Irving overcame a 3-1 deficit to win in a thrilling 7-game series and claim the state of Ohio's first-ever NBA title. With the addition of Durant, though, the Warriors now looked almost certain to return to the finals and win their second title together in 3 seasons, with their new-look offensive power looking more unstoppable than ever before. And that is exactly what happened. In his 3 seasons with the team, the Warriors repeated as champions in 2017 and 2018 respectively, with KD picking up 2 Finals MVP awards along the way. Had it not been for a plethora of devastating injuries throughout the 2019 postseason that affected 9 members of the roster, including Durant and Thompson, whose torn Achilles and ACL tear were by far the most serious, the Warriors were looking on course to complete the three-peat. However, their injury-ridden roster simply could not overcome Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors, and unknowingly at the time, signaled the end of the Kevin Durant era in Golden State. It wasn't all plain sailing for KD up until that moment, though, because throughout his final season with the ball club, tension appeared to be brewing, most notably with his teammate, Green. With KD playing in the final year of his contract, a game between the Warriors and LA Clippers ended in the two becoming involved in a scuffle with each other after a botched play. After securing the rebound, and choosing to keep the ball in his own hands, Draymond would end up in traffic, which resulted in him losing the ball before he could even get a shot attempt, thus sending the game to overtime. The Warriors would go on to lose the game, but the game itself will be remembered for the bust-up, with Green allegedly taunting Durant about his impending free agency decision, allegedly daring Durant to bolt and go elsewhere, because the Warriors would keep on winning anyway. The technical foul merchant wound up earning a 1-game suspension without pay for the remarks made to his teammate, and when the offseason rolled around once again, the 2014 MVP did end up leaving the Bay Area, taking his talents to the Brooklyn Nets. Steph and KD most talented duo, Steph and Draymond most important duo. When Medina reflects on the 3 seasons that KD spent in Oakland, he said he came to the conclusion early on that Durant and Steph Curry were likely the most talented 2-man lineup on the team, but as a result of Green's abilities to make the right plays at the right time and facilitate for his teammates, the journalist ranks him as the most important teammate to Curry. Furthermore, he alludes to Draymond's defense as being like the quarterback, where he is the team director, per se, on the defensive side of the ball. I've always often thought that even when Kevin Durant was there, Kevin Durant and Steph Curry were the most talented duo. But from a team standpoint, I often thought that Steph Curry and Draymond Green were the most important duo, because Draymond had that playmaking role. He was able to set screens for Steph, open him up, as well as get other teammates involved. And then, defensively, he is the quarterback of everything. Are the two All-Stars really comparable? Medina sums it up perfectly. While Durant is a bona fide superstar scorer, in which he averaged 25.8 points a night during his tenure in Golden State, nobody has the ability to be as effective on both sides of the ball quite like Draymond Green, who, in the same time frame, facilitated his teammates with an average of 7.1 assists per night, while boasting an impressive 103.7 defensive rating. In the 2016-17 season alone, his 100.9 defensive rating saw him win the elusive League Defensive Player of the Year award after receiving 73 out of 100 first-place votes. When specifically comparing the two Warriors, who share 17 All-Star selections between them, production alongside statistically the greatest three-point shooter of all time, Steph Curry, the numbers somewhat align with Medina's statement, although there is not too much in it. When delving into the two-man lineup statistics, when Durant and Curry shared the court, their offense was through the roof, boasting an average offensive rating of 121.3 across 3 seasons. However, in the 2017-18 season alone, the Curry-Durant link-up was the #1 partnership on the team for those who played over 300 minutes on court together, with an offensive rating of 121.4. The same trend would follow a season later, with their consistency leading to a 121.1 offensive rating, again leading the entire roster. Their net rating of plus 16.1 that season, though, was the second highest among duos who shared more than 300 minutes together, with Green and Kevin Looney's ranking the highest, with a plus 16.8 net rating. However, when exploring how the three stars played together as a three-man unit, it is very clear to see why the team was such a dominant force to be reckoned with. During the 2017-18 season, the trio's net rating of plus 12.2 was the third highest three-man combination that played more than 500 minutes together on the team, but the following season was even greater. While they didn't win the title that season, largely in part to KD's injury in the NBA Finals, Curry, Durant and Green posed the second-best defensive rating, 121.4, as well as the second-best net rating, plus 17.7, ultimately demonstrating their dominance on the floor together. Only the combination of Curry-Durant-Andre Iguodala fared better that year. Simply, it cannot be refuted that both Kevin Durant and Draymond Green have both been highly influential to the Warriors' success in the time spanning 2016-19, not only when featuring alongside Steph Curry, but also when on the court as a three-man unit, despite their relationship souring toward the end. While the Warriors won before and after Kevin Durant's stint with the team, his performances that earned him the 2 Finals MVP awards cannot be overlooked, and he will forever be remembered as a Warriors legend. But, with Green's longevity with the organization, and his contributions on both ends of the floor being integral in winning 4 rings in a decade, the 33-year-old may just edge out KD in terms of being the more important player to Golden State when all is said and done. Let us know what you think about the entire thing in the comments section below. Additionally, stay tuned and subscribe to this YouTube channel for the latest news and updates from around the world. We sign out.